Friday afternoon and I've just finished this little dresser. Put different knobs on, painted it a nicer colour, and I got a napkin, paper napkin, and I've just glued it on the front, and I'll finish that off with some gold paint I think at the top just to brush it through. But I'm pleased with that because I love it, and I also love Alice in Wonderland. Right, I've ended up with all this. There's about £50 worth of wrapping paper. That was all being thrown out. There's a little personal trainer there, that was being thrown out. This wallpaper's really lovely. Oh sorry, it's wrapping paper. I'm getting obsessed with wallpaper again. Right, what else did I get? I got a sewing box. This was £4.99. But this is why I got it. No, it was £4.50. You can tell it's late in the afternoon. I got it because it's absolutely full. £4.50. Beautiful box anyway. And it's absolutely chock-a-block with different cottons. It's got some scissors in. It's got some Silco. Some more Silco. Lots of coats. Cottons. You lift the tray up, and underneath it, what do we find? This is what I like, because it's a bit like social history. I'm filming it on my phone, which is rare. It's usually my iPad I use, so hope it's coming through okay. So Cunard sewing kit obviously came off of one of the ships. Nui little fasteners there, press studs as we called them. Should have been 46p from the co-op, so that's going back some years. Another cotton, quite a lot of cottons as you can see. This looks, well, it is obviously German. There's a lot of bias binding on there. Some needles, Stitch and Sew from Tesco, 75p. Assorted shades for tights and stockings when people used to darn. Coats, propeller bias binding. What else have we got? That's for darning. I know that for a fact. Chadwick's wool and nylon, 85% wool. Great Britain. Bit of elastic, because you never know when you're going to need some elastic. Right, so that was that. Thrilled to bits with it. What else did I get? Right, let me get up. These are all going to the bin. So this is a plastic plate, a plastic bowl, two what I call tapas bowls. They're terracotta. A lovely studio goblet that was being thrown in the bin. A glass dome, once again being thrown away. A Leonardo little lady there on her bike. I've just washed it, so it's a bit damp. The bicycle ride. So that was that. I also got, there was a sale on, so I got myself one of these 7-day pill dispensers. I've got one of these, but I think I've left it on the boat. So this will help me to remember to take my nighttime tablet. I'm alright with my morning tablet. I'm on statins in the morning, and I'm on medication at night time to get me to sleep because of the neuralgia that I have. And I always forget the nighttime one, or nearly. So I've had to get a little book, I can't believe this, and just tick that I've taken my tablet because it gets that bad. So I thought, right, let's have some sense. So that was 30p in the sale box. My husband got this organising box, that was 30p. He got some glass cutters because he is always doing DIY. I think these were about £1.50. He got a couple of them because, you know, he does a lot of DIY. Right, I've got a few bits ready to take to the charity shop. So I think there's about £50 worth of the wrapping paper, and that was being thrown away. It was next to the bin. We did ask if we could have it. She says, fine, take whatever you want. So this is a closer look at it, and it's by, let's just have a look, Tom Smith Luxury Gift Wrap, and it's got the royal coat of approval. It looks like very good wrapping paper, so that's lovely. And I think it's National Trust approved or something, somebody was telling me. But I looked up Tom Smith, and he was the man that invented the Christmas crackers, I do believe. And he was famous for making everything to do with Christmas decorations. So this company's been going a long time, and to get it all for nothing, yeah, we totaled it up and there was over £50 worth, and it's absolutely beautiful. Things people throw away. This little bag as well was being thrown away. Well, it's ideal for putting a few gifts in to say thank you to somebody or anything like that, or to put a few things in for a raffle prize. The next thing was this big, well, it looks like a big hat box. Jacques Vert, another British designer. I haven't looked to see if they're still going, but I can remember Jacques Vert, and it was very often things that were bought for special occasions, clothing for if you were going on a cruise or a wedding. You know, it was what we would call top drawer. So that was that. What else? So all those free things. Now then, I'm on my knees, almost saying a prayer to the book police because I've ended up getting some more. But I'm blaming it on my husband. All right? I'm blaming it on him because he's not here. I don't blame him, really. He wanted this book. And once we start getting one book, we can't help but get the 10 for £1 because we're frugal. But this is from the author of Driving Over Lemons, and we've both read that book, so that's why he's got this. 3 Ways to Capsize a Boat. He also got the camper van, The Story of the Legendary Bus. Now, when we were young, me and my husband, when the children were little, we did have one of these. It was a bay window one, and we absolutely loved it. So that's why he's got that. He's got a James Patterson book because he loves this author, and we do pass it on to our friend down the road, so that's nice to share. Monty Don, My Garden World. I will have a good look at that because I think he comes across as a really nice person. Mary Berry. This is an old book by the looks of it. At Home, over 150 recipes for every occasion. Got some writing in, don't know why. Oops, it's quite difficult to do, this is. But there we are. She's very good, isn't she? So I shall have a look at that and then probably pass it on. just like Mother used to make. Tom Norrington Davies. So we'll have a look and see what that's like. Couldn't help myself. Judy for Girls, 1976. I would have been 16. Just look at that Knickerbocker Glory. If people can remember them. Don't see them as much now. But these were very innocent times, weren't they? Look at this. Now, can you remember these? This is the first time I've opened this. I had some of these pictures where you put nails onto a board and you made pictures. You could make things like peacocks, owls, modern art. You know, it was great. So that's going to take us back. That is lovely. Now I've started to do a few cross stitch. Of course, I've gone down rabbit hole. So I'm going to have a good look at this because it looks like there's some beautiful things. And then 2-hour cross stitch. That's another thing as well. And I said to my husband, you've got to get that. The Caravan Manual by Haynes. A guide to maintenance, repairs and improvements. Well, we haven't got a caravan because my husband refuses to pull a caravan with his car. But we've got a little camper. It's an old one, but perfectly formed. Right, anyway, I think that's about it. I just thought I'd share what I've got with you. The books, when we've done reading with them, if we don't want to keep them, we'll either pass them on to friends or they'll go back to a charity shop. The big posh hat box, I can store things in and they'll look nicer. The bag I will use to put things in as a present. And of course, just getting up. All of these wrapping papers, they'll come in for lining drawers, putting on top of cupboards, you know me, and also wrapping gifts up. I think that's about it, really. I'll just quickly show you the tree. You'll have to excuse the windows. The window cleaners have been, but I think with it being so hot, it's not made a brilliant job of it. But he has just had an operation on his hip. So I'm not saying anything. They've been our window cleaners for years. So I'm not bothered. There we are. That's the skirt of the tree. Lifted nicely. We've got a lot more light in the garden. So I'm happy. That's about where I'm at the moment. Ivy's gone to a party. They've got a little paddling pool and they're having a barbecue at a friend's. So that's a birthday party. So hope she has a lovely time. Right, lots of love everyone. Bye.